The NCR and the Brotherhood of Steel were both racing north to the space cannon, each of them hoping to claim it before anyone else. And Dawn Watson had found herself in the middle of their dispute. She helped a Brotherhood detachment fend off a horde of feral ghouls, and not only did she receive a grave injury in the process, but she and the Pioneers were forced out, once again made to travel the storm-drowned wasteland that Washington had become. A Brotherhood scribe, Charming, caught up to them after they left. As a gesture of goodwill, he presented her with a reinforced vault suit and a prototype laser revolver. After they made camp in an abandoned motorcycle factory, the Rough Riders drove off the Pioneers. But just as Dawn was about to leave, one of the gang stopped her. Another exile from Vault 6, as luck would have it. It seemed that no matter how far she ran, Dawn's past was not done with her yet.
Okay, have you just met everyone in the wasteland, or...?
I'll
nuke my farm and irradiate my crops. It's really you.
Yeah, it's me. Hi, Ashton.
I haven't heard that name in years. I go by 20 Shivs now. Nice gun, by the way. Mind pointing it somewhere else?
No, wait, don't shoot him.
I wasn't planning on it.
No, not you, Charming. You didn't see that guy in the hat?
I'm going to lower your Med-X dosage.
No, I'm not. Never mind. I'm sorry about that, Ashton. 20 Shivs. I'm just gonna put this away.
Yeah. I remember the first time I tripped on Psycho. Good stuff. You have any left over?
What? No, I'm not on drugs.
Uh-huh. So, been a while, huh? Haven't seen you in, 7 years?
Closer to 10, actually.
You're another ex-Vault Dweller, is that it?
I sure am. Overseer Perlman kicked me out for disorderly conduct, whatever that means.
You set off a bomb in the mess hall.
Yeah. Semantics. Sure got my payback, though. Yeah. Fucker got herself exiled, too. Ran into old Doris on the road and showed her the business end of my shotgun.
You killed Mrs. Perlman?
Say, who's running the place now? It's not Howard, is it?
No, it's Leroy LeCourtier.
LeCourtier? You're shitting me.
No, he's the overseer now, or at least he was when I left.
You mean Lee threw out his own daughter? I thought for sure it must have been Howard, but Laney wouldn't say.
Laney? You've met Laney?
Of course I have. We Vault Dwellers have to stick together, you know. Except for Doris. Fuck her. Oh, that's what I thought anyway. Come on, put your stuff down. Let's have dinner. I'll tell you all about it.
Fallout Second Dawn, Episode 5, The Dusk Before the Storm. Starring Michelle Renee as Dawn Watson, with Adriana Colón, Callum Edmonds, Falcon, Anthony Freeman, Jeff Moon, and Cari Scholtens.
I should say, I'm grateful you folks haven't killed us.
It's no problem. Unlike some of our other members, my crew here doesn't like to just go around killing people.
I thought that was all the Rough Riders did.
Hey, we got a big operation and no central leadership. You expect everyone to stick to the same rules? There's a baker's dozen bike crews all calling themselves Rough Riders. But only a few you could call raiders.
So you're the nice raiders then?
Yeah, you could say that. Hey, Mumble Max, pass the pitcher. You still getting the signal on your Pip-Boy, Don?
Uh-huh.
My radio went bust years ago. Shame. I liked listening to that guy. What's his name? Brody?
Rhodes.
Rhodes, that's it. You mind putting him on for me?
Of the Pacific, I'm Rhodes, and I'm here to remind you that the end game is fast approaching. Until then, how about some atmosphere for lovers and thieves?
You were going to tell me about Laney?
Right. Sit back, Dawn, and let me regale you with a tale of adventure, daring do, and blowing shit up.
Do you mind if I take notes?
Go ahead. I've always wanted someone to chronicle my life. So, 5 years back, all the other Vault Dwellers took up a vote and kicked me out. Don't worry, Dawn, I don't blame you, obviously. You were basically a kid.
8 years ago. I was 16.
Did you vote me out of the vault? No, didn't think so. So, 7 years ago, Doris Perlman shoves me out into the wasteland with nothing more than my Pip-Boy, my jumpsuit, and a kitchen knife.
She didn't give you any supplies?
Why would she? I thought about going after her with the knife, but, Chief Anderson was right there with his gun and all. I found this little settlement. 50 or so people crammed into an old pre-war observatory.
John's Observatory?
Yeah, that sounds close enough. Turns out I wasn't the only one with that idea. You know Glenn Killian, the chef? I know you were young when he got exiled, 10 years ago? Not sure if you remember that far back.
I was 13.
Glenn was at the observatory too. We got to talking and figured the life of an observer, or whatever it is they do there, wasn't for us. We set up on the road south and stuck up travelers for a few months. Took some odd jobs and got some really good hauls off some caravans in Oregon. Blew up one lady's food stores. Good times. Yeah, then Doris turned up.
Excuse me, was Glenn the first person to leave Vault 6?
There were others.
Glenn was the first one in a while. That shit's been happening since the bombs dropped. Bunch of dicks. Anyway, I blasted Doris, and Glenn got mad. Pickings were getting pretty slim, so he packed up and went north. But he kept getting on my case for all kinds of shit.
I suppose you killed him, too.
Nah, he was annoying, but he was a good shot, and I liked having the backup. We ended up in Greenberg. Stayed there for a long time. This was about when the Rough Riders started getting big. About 2 years ago, Laney and Hunter, I know you remember Hunter, rolled up together, saying they were going up to Seattle.
You mean, of the 4 other dwellers exiled from Vault 6 in the last 10 years, you met all of them?
No. Now there's Dawn too. 5 others.
Even better.
Laney found Hunter weeks after leaving the vault. They tracked us down in months. She had this plan, you see. She said the 4 of us would go up to Seattle, take the space cannon, and make ourselves the top dogs in Washington.
But that didn't happen.
No. Laney wasn't as inclined toward diplomatic solutions as I am. She was violent. And while we were heading north, she and Glenn got into a disagreement over, pretty much everything. So, she shot him.
Laney shot Glenn?
Wasted a ton of bullets on him, too. The 3 of us. Laney, Hunter, and I. We kept going, but either Laney didn't account for the tempest, or she thought it wasn't as bad as people say. We got about a half mile through the outskirts before we got separated. I don't know what happened to them. I turned back, got picked up by my boys here, and decided to join up.
How long ago was that?
Year and a half or so? We spent a lot of time dicking around and stealing shit before Laney and Glenn had their little spat, and we actually made for the city.
And you maintain that your crew here are the nice ones.
Hey, it's the wasteland. You do what you have to do to survive. Sometimes, that means you have to rough up someone for protection money, or steal food from settlers, or blast idiots muscling in on your territory. Yeah, I've done a lot of talking. You think you two can give me some answers in return?
What do you want to know?
Well, for one thing, what's the deal with this space cannon anyway? Why is everyone so worked up about it?
Laney didn't say?
Nah, not even sure if she knew. Just figured with a name like that, it must be something big. Come on, you've been traveling with those NCR guys, right? And you, Princeton. You with the Dark Brotherhood, right?
The Brotherhood of Steel.
Same difference. Come on. What is it? Why is everybody gunning for it?
I'm not sure I can tell you.
Oh, come on. You're not loyal to those Rangers, are you?
Charming?
What if I don't tell you?
Oh, don't be like that. I let you into my home. I shelter you from the storm. I let you eat at my hearth. What's it matter if you tell me what's going on? What do you think I'm gonna do?
Your tale of daring do and blowing shit up has not instilled me with much confidence in our safety, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Oh, come on. We're not gonna hurt you, really. We're not the type. Prefer to scare people if we can help it. We're not gonna hurt them, are we, boys?
No, they.
Charming, you know what they say. Ladies second.
Indeed. Very well. Head Scribe York found some encrypted files detailing the plans for the operation of the space cannon. This expedition was her idea. In essence, it's exactly what it says on the tin. A cannon for shooting things into space, using a magnetic coil.
Get out of here.
I'm quite serious. There is an underground military facility there as well, a control center. According to the files we recovered, it only saw minor use before the Great War, mainly launching satellites via the railgun.
Shit. Is that what that thing is? I always thought it kind of looked like a giant version of one of those energy rifles. You know, the ones with magnets that go swing.
Well, a Gauss rifle isn't quite the same thing. There were attempts at making an infantry version that we know of. The Enclave were working on something in New Mexico, and our East Coast brethren once mentioned a military prototype that fired uranium rounds. but the technology was too difficult to miniaturize. Scaled up to about 600 feet, however...
That's insane. A weapon of that size, the power drain would be immense. It wouldn't be feasible.
I didn't say it was feasible.
It wouldn't be possible.
Oh, you've seen enough of the wasteland by now. I think we're far beyond the realm of what's possible, aren't we?
Was the space cannon ever used for anything else?
It helped defend Washington from incoming nuclear warheads. I'm sure it fired off a few of its own. The Tempest arose shortly afterward, likely a result of the radiation and magnetic interference.
So you steel nogs want all the juicy tech in that bunker for yourselves, huh?
Among other things. There's no telling what we might find in its databanks. We can enhance our manufacturing capabilities, advance our understanding of pre-war defense technology by decades, and who knows what other wonders are stored beneath the main tower. Not just weapons, but tools for construction, agriculture, missions into orbit.
And what about the Rangers?
They want to settle the state. There's some kind of bigger group. I think they're already on their way. They think they can use the space cannon to control the Tempest.
Or weaponize it.
Weaponize the storm?
It'd be just like the NCR. Claim they're trying to help the common folk, bring everyone under one banner, and hold the threat of a deadly maelstrom over their heads.
He's right. Shit, we can't let that happen.
I'm glad we agree.
You two looking to get up there?
Yeah, to the cannon.
Huh. You, scribe guy. How much time do you think there is before the Brotherhood and the NCR get there?
I wouldn't give it long. The Brotherhood are close as it is, even if they can't fly their vertibirds too high, and the NCR will be driving a convoy. A day, maybe 30 hours.
Do you think you can help us get there? 20 shivs?
That's what I was thinking. I'll round up my boys, see if there are any other crews in the area who want to get into a bit of a tussle. Hey, Mumble Max, Lurkfoster, go prep your bikes. You're riding bitch.
All right, 20 shifts.
Done. Prince Charming. I'm lending you their bikes. There's a police station in the city outskirts toward the water. You can leave them there.
And walk the rest of the way to the cannon?
Well, you're not gonna get any farther except on foot. Even if you found a street you could still drive on. Some Nuka Coffee psycho or rogue Protectron would run you down. And trust me, you don't want to be on one of our bikes when it explodes.
It's okay. We'll walk from there.
You don't mind me accompanying you?
Not at all. I'm glad for the company.
Yeah, get some sleep. We'll wait out this squall and you can leave in the morning.
Thank you, Ashton. 20 shivs. We appreciate it.
Keep your feet here. Don't accelerate too much. We'll try to meet you in the city once we're ready.
Don't take too long.
What do you think the bikes are for?
There. I think that's the police station.
The Tempest. It's so...
Big?
And the space cannon there. You weren't kidding.
I absolutely wasn't. See those massive cables? You could fit a family of Deathclaws in there. There's your immense power drain.
That's incredible. But how do we get there? Is it safe to go into the Tempest like that?
Are you kidding? Of course not. This is the most dangerous city on the West Coast. Maybe the country. But danger and change go hand in hand. Shall we?
I want to go find Laney.
Laney? The murderer?
I have to talk to her. I have to understand.
What makes you think she's still alive? Why do you think she's even in Seattle?
Because I am.
All right. How do you propose we find her?
We can contact her. This is a police station, right? It must have some kind of radio. We can send out a message.
That could work. Let's start looking then, shall we?
Here, this looks like... Yeah, come in here. I think this is it.
Old ham radio system. I'm guessing it hasn't seen a lot of maintenance over the years, but these things were made to last. Where do you want me?
Can you go outside and make sure the connection to the antenna is still up? I'll get it working.
You got it.
Good evening, people of the Pacific. I'm Rhodes, and I'm here to remind you that there is no I in this storm, except the one you make for yourselves.
Good to go, Dawn.
Okay, let's just... This is a message from, Don Watson from Vault 6. Laney LeCourtier, if you're out there, I want to talk to you. If you can hear this, if you can put out a broadcast, please tell me how to find you. I have my Pip-Boy, I'll hear it. I'm at a police station near the south of the city. End transmission.
Is it done?
Yeah. Let me just put it on repeat.
And now?
I guess we wait a few hours. If we don't hear back from her, we'll go to the space cannon.
The Brotherhood and the NCR will be here soon. Maybe even tonight, if they're going as fast as they can.
We'll get there. 20 Shivs said you have to go through the city on foot. The two of us can move a lot faster than a large force can.
What are you planning to do when we get there?
I don't know.
The Brotherhood could make good use of the space cannon's technologies, Dawn. We could truly bring humanity to its full potential. Oh, what we could do with a satellite in orbit. Imagine the possibilities.
I don't know, Charming. I'm making it up as I go.
Okay. I trust you'll make the right choice.
I don't want anyone to get hurt. I just want to stop the fighting. I don't want there to be a war.
You're worried about the collateral damage.
Think about how we got here, Charming. 220 years ago. War did this. There can't be any good in it happening again. And the people of Washington don't deserve to be caught in the middle.
Dawn Watson. Didn't think I'd hear that name again. If you want to talk to me, come down to the water.
Was that her?
It sounded like her.
It could be a trap.
What? What kind of trap?
Could be pirates intercepted your message and just want to rob you. Or kill you. It's the kind of thing they'd do. Pirate radio and all that.
I don't think that's what that means.
Of course. Could be she's telling the truth. Could be she really just wants you to come down to the water so she can meet you. Or she could also be trying to rob you and dump your body in Puget Sound. Our bodies, that is.
I'm going, Charming. I have to see her. You can come if you want, or you can stay here and wait for the Brotherhood.
Oh, no, I'm coming. This is much more interesting than sitting around and waiting for Grayson to show up and scream at me some more.
Good. Let's go. Do you see anyone?
No, but then it is rather foggy.
Laney? Laney? I'm here. It's me, Dawn.
Dawn Watson, you and your companion are to come aboard the Daughter of Neptune peacefully and without incident. Any hostile actions or attempts to escape will be met with the full force of our cannons. Do you understand?
Won't say I told you so.
Shut up, Charming. Yes, we understand.
Good. We're sending a boat to pick you up. There are a dozen guns trained on you, so don't try anything funny.
Hey, Dawn, no hard feelings for getting us captured. This is still way more fun than the alternative.
Grayson?
Well, now the alternative is getting killed, but yes, it's more fun than getting yelled at by Grayson.
Get in, and don't try anything.
We won't.
Inside, now.
You're locking us up?
I'm not here to answer your questions. Get inside. The captain will come down to the brig in a few hours to speak with you.
A few hours? No, we don't have time. We have to get back to Seattle. We have to get to the space cannon before...
Silence! You're lucky we have orders not to kill you, or else you'd be floating face down in Puget Sound by now!
You don't understand. The Brotherhood and the NCR are coming to Seattle. There's going to be a war. A battle in the city. I'm sorry, Charming.
Oh, I don't mind. Really. My mother always said, as long as you're still vertical, you're in good shape. Hey, what's wrong? What's the matter?
I just can't handle all of this. I thought I would be okay on my own, away from the vault. I thought if I gave myself a goal, set my sights on something, I'd make it, but all that's happened is I've gotten hurt. I've gotten other people hurt, and it's not over yet. I got myself in way too deep, thinking I could change things. God, what was I thinking? Now we're going to be keel-hauled by pirates.
Hey, we're not going to be keel-hauled. They're probably just going to shoot us.
Who the hell are these guys anyway? Pirates? I didn't think pirates had been a thing in 300 years.
Believe me, they're not the only ones living in the past. And they're definitely not the weirdest. Let me tell you about this guy, Edward Sallow. He was a follower of the apocalypse way back when.
No way, it really fired backward?
It did. That super mutant had the funniest look on his face. Paladin Selena swore off plasma weapons after that. I've heard of worse malfunctions, though. Met an old paladin once who said he knew a guy who melted his sword with Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Hey, loves, interlopers. The captain has seen fit to address you. Make yourselves presentable.
How do you propose we do that? There is a stunning lack of beauty products in this cell.
Silence! You will address the captain only as captain, your captainess, or my lady. Avert your gaze and speak only when spoken to. Do you understand?
I tend to speak quite a lot, so there might be a problem.
We understand.
Good.
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
Laney?
I'll admit I'm surprised. I thought this was some kind of trick. Thought maybe someone had killed you and taken your identity to get close to me. How did you survive for so long, Dawn? Never took you for much of a fighter.
Laney, it's really you.
You will address the captain with respect to her title.
It's okay, Clem. Dawn and I are old friends. Grew up together. Played on the Vault's baseball team together. Well, I played anyway. She mostly sat on the bench. Had our first kiss together. And some other firsts.
Oh.
That was a long time ago.
You've forgotten me already? How sad. Come on, get out of there. You're my guests, not my prisoners.
What happened to Hunter?
Hunter?
Hunter Kleiner? You came to Seattle with him?
Oh, Hunter. Yes, he made a good figurehead. What's your name, handsome?
Cole Charming. Brotherhood Scribe.
Brotherhood? As in Brotherhood of Steel?
That's the one.
Is that why you're in my city?
Your city?
Of course. My city. My waters, my state. I own Seattle. I own Washington.
It seems Washington hasn't gotten the memo.
Obviously. Olympia, Fedway, Greenberg. They probably don't even know I exist. But that's okay. They don't need to know I exist. I own them all the same. Just like all the other pirates sailing on Puget Sound. They may not answer to me. They may even want me dead. But they are my subjects. And I, their pirate queen.
What the hell happened to you?
What happened to me? I was set free, Dawn. After my father so graciously exiled me from the vault, giving me nothing but a pistol, a knife, some rations, and a thermos, I was upset. Understandably, I would hope. I wandered for a while. Found nothing. No people, no towns, no signs of civilization. I came back to Mount St. Helens ready to drop to my knees and beg at the vault entrance for forgiveness.
Not another monologue.
Charming, shut up, please.
But I didn't. Instead, I went back out into the wasteland, and I found a little settlement to the north. The old observatory. I realized then that this wasn't the end. It was a new beginning, a new life, a new start. Nobody knew me. I was a stranger, no one of consequence. I could be anyone. And I had a gun.
You were the one who put out Bishop's eye.
I took what I wanted and destroyed what I didn't. I fought. I was good at it too. If I got knocked down, I just got up again. No one could stop me.
You're not special. You're just like any other raider.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Answer me this. If I had the strength to claw my way to the top, to take power wherever I found it, why shouldn't I? After all, isn't that what you're here to do? Why else would you come to Seattle?
If you were so strong, you should have been helping people, not hurting them.
I helped myself. That's what the Wasteland does, Dawn. That's what it is. A bunch of murderers and thieves helping themselves. Am I really so bad for adding one to the pile? For getting rid of countless others? Join me, Dawn.
What?
It would be just like the old days. The two of us, together. Pirate queens. Tell me you don't like the sound of that. I know you have it within you. That feeling of power, that unstoppable force that drives you forward. The quest that has brought you all the way back to me.
No. I'm not like you.
No. You are me. You'll realize that eventually. When you do, you'll know where to find me. Go on. Get to the space cannon. My lookouts say your friends have come over the horizon. The fighting will start any minute now, if it hasn't already.
The Brotherhood are here?
And the NCR and the Rough Riders. I'm giving you a head start here. You better take it.
Your dad asked me to find you. To send his greetings.
Huh. How pathetic. At least he didn't send his love. You can wade to shore from here. We'll be right behind you.
You're going to the space cannon?
Now's the time. If I truly want to control these waters, the Tempest must be dealt with. We're the same, Dawn. We're not like other people. We're agents of change. We see what we want, and we make it happen.
I'm still not like you.
Oh, is that so? Why did my father exile you then?
It was an accident.
Ignore her, Dawn. You're a good person.
I know.
You're not like her. She did what she wanted to because she could. You're doing it because you should.
I know. They dropped us off closer.
Indeed. Can't be, what, more than a few blocks away from the cannon from here?
Come on, let's go. Does it smell like Nuka coffee to you?
That'll be the rain. There was so much of it stored here in the city, some of it must have been absorbed into the Tempest. We should make haste. Prolonged exposure could actually burn our faces off.
The battle for Seattle has begun.
It hasn't reached the center of the city yet. Let's keep going. We can head them off.
It's right there. It's so tall.
I suppose you never saw anything like it in the vault.
Only pictures. The vault was cramped.
Ah, and the street's blocked. Of course.
No. We're so close. There must be a way around. Through here. Come on.
A coffee shop. How quaint.
Okay. This way. There must be a back door or something.
Good evening,
Whoa.
valued customer. May I take your order?
Interesting. Never seen a robot like this before. Looks kind of like an Assaultron.
The Assaultron is a registered trademark of Robco, and it is legally distinct from the Bruchak and Associates Robotic Barista Model 1.61.
How have you not been picked over for spare parts?
Please send any and all complaints of copyright infringement to the Bruchak and Associates Legal Department.
Can you put some Nuka coffee in my... please?
That stuff's really addictive, you know.
I only drink it every once in a while.
Thank you. That will be $12.24.
I don't have any money.
Security.
That's why you haven't been picked over. Time to go.
Security.
That's it. That's the space cannon.
Yeah. We're finally here.
I kind of thought all of this might have been a dream.
I don't blame you.
Is that... Do you think that door's locked?
Probably, but I think between the two of us, we can get it open. As long as the battle stays away from...
Winona? Dancer?
Charming!
Grayson? York?
Am I late? Yeah, shit, I'm late.
Ashton, how nice to see you again.
Laney? You're shitting me. Oh, it's 20 shivs now.
Okay, everyone, just keep calm. This doesn't have to end in violence. Like hell it doesn't.
Looks like it's time to face the music.
Well, I guess the battle has arrived.
Fallout Second Dawn is an unendorsed, non-profit fan podcast intended solely for entertainment purposes. Created by Emily Parks and Jonas Tintensire.